I'm Terry here with Joshua, and we're here to talk about the Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer that just dropped. It was a very emotional 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get through. We're here to break down the moments that gave us the most feels, that we felt the most emotionally charged after. And I think for both of us, and probably most of you out there, the one moment that really got me was when Rey said, "There are stories about what happened." How did you feel when you first heard that line?
Yeah, oh my God. And then Han's response, of course, like, it's, you know, the dark side, the Jedi, it's all true. Like that, when they cut to him and we saw him, not that cheesy moment of, oh, we're home. Sorry, guys, if you thought that, I thought that was a little cheesy. But of just like this real conversation they're having about the things that matter to us, like the audience, and just seeing him again. Oh man, I was just like, it's all coming back, right? Like, it's almost like these characters are learning about Star Wars for the first time and everything that happened.
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, you know, this is a story that's been so important to us as, you know, a society in pop culture for so long. So to have this moment where it's reflected on the screen and to see, you know, it did have that big impact for these characters, but also we know more about it than they do, you know? For Rey, for these characters, it's just a myth, but for us, we know what happened, and to have the tables turn and have Han he was the cynic, you know, he was the non-believer in the first movie, so to have him turn around and be the one who's saying it's all true, you know, completely. The Jedi and the
as he says
side.
The Jedi, they showed like Finn, and he's going like off, looks like to battle or something.
Right.
Like, oh, that's so cool.
Is he a Jedi? Is he not? I mean, one of my favorite things about this trailer was the fact that it really didn't give too much away story-wise. It really felt like it was supposed to lean into making us feel something. So what was another moment?
Really just the beginning, right? Very quiet beginning, the little ping, the score which we'll talk about in a second, but of just Rey there in an explorer mode, going through that Star Destroyer that we saw in the other teaser. And just that this is a character who has a sense of like adventure and of exploration that really like endeared me to her. And I was, and then we get like sort of the Luke moments from her. So there's just few opening shots really just made me like, oh my gosh, like I really want to learn more about this character. I love this character. I barely know anything about her.
Right. Yeah. I think if we were wondering before if Rey was going to be a main character in here or the main character, this was the trailer that really convinced us, from the voiceover to that opening shot. And I agree. I really love the idea of her wanting to learn more about this world, this, you know, mystical, these events that she probably wasn't even alive for. Then and she wants to be a part of it, and then she will get sucked in. And also those shots were just beautiful. Those opening scenes.
Yeah, her just kind of walking up in BB-8 in the sand, and this, like the vistas of like
and even just the interior of the Star Destroyer. I was like, I want to climb around in here. Like, can that be part of Star Wars land? Can that be something that we can
explore the derelict Star Destroyer?
We also were talking about, you know, going back to Han Solo, that moment where we see him holding Leia. I guess she's probably not Princess Leia anymore.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, right
she's
behind
like Commander
us.
Leia or something. She's like kind of a military-looking outfit.
Yeah, I think she's definitely in charge, but there's an emotional moment here, and this is the only real time we've seen footage of her. You know, she's on the poster.
We saw that, you know, on the poster. We saw the behind-the-scenes thing. This is the first like official look at Leia, which is, oh my God, there she is. You know, and she's so old now, and so is Han.
And there were some speculation that maybe Han and Leia had split. So for me, I was like, haters gonna hate, but these two are together right now. Like,
that was your big emotional thing.
Yeah, after I had my tears in my eyes and they sort of stayed there for the rest of the trailer after the stories moment, I was like, oh my God. They're still together, like some things don't change. So please, JJ, don't break my heart and have them actually be broken up in the movie.
Speaking of breaking hearts, there was that shot of Rey who was like, she's crying, she's really upset, and it looks to be like someone is dead, not moving in front of her. So it's like
we're already being teased for
like,
a death.
Oh my God, like no, who could that be? What if that's Leia? Leia holding Han together, like in the last moments.
You're gonna make me like I'm gonna have to walk away.
What if it's Chewie? It's like an old Yeller moment, like oh no, not the family dog.
Yeah, we kept like, you know, we were pausing on it. This is a trailer that you want to break everything apart, even though you don't want to know too much about the movie. You definitely want to like
oh, there's
try
some
and
hair
figure
there.
out. Yeah.
Who has hair in Star Wars?
So we were like, oh my God, there's hair. It looks like his face, and then like maybe that's his body. But you know, maybe we won't spoil ourselves beforehand trying to puzzle it out too much. But yeah, definitely like seeing her get emotional made me get emotional, and then And then we were talking about the score. I think, you know, it felt like John Williams was drawing a little bit from maybe some new score, definitely some of the old classic tracks.
Like, a lot of classic stuff, which that really kind of gets you going, right? When you hear that, it makes my soul feel all warm and toasty.
Yeah, I know.
But then it's kind of a few new things like here and there, and just the way they put it together for the trailer. I felt like old was new again, you know?
Yeah, and I felt like it was just perfectly matched to that trailer. Maybe this score was made just for the trailer to
it sounded like it was,
beats. Yeah, but I think, you know, it just underlined it so much. And really, if the goal of this trailer was to make you feel something, make you run to your computer and crash every ticketing website because you couldn't wait any longer, as we did. I think there are like probably 4 times as many tickets purchased in the IGN staff compared to how many of us there actually are. Because we wanted to make sure that we were all prepared. But you know, if that was the goal, then I think that it definitely succeeded.
Yeah, the score really sold it, and even just new visuals here and there's little things like the Falcon, like sort of reversed hyperdrive shot.
Oh my god, when we got to see light speed.
Oh yeah, it was going through the other way, and I was like, oh my god, that's beautiful. I love it. So
yeah, that was the thing we were talking about. Like those were the 4 big moments that we just highlighted that really got us the first time we watched the trailer. But then, of course, we went back and rewatched it again and again and again.
There's so much. Even Kylo Ren, just like we hear him speak for the first time.
That lens flare moment too.
Yeah, whatever that red glare was, and then him just like looking at Darth Vader's mask. And I'm gonna finish what you started, and I just got like chills. Like, oh my god, what does that mean? Yeah, what did he start exactly? Finish? You know, like is he balancing the Force? Is he taking over the galaxy? Like. So just that, you know, obviously Darth Vader means so much to us as like a culture, and just for it to be so personal to him, I was like, oh my god, yes, I want more.
And even those fight scenes that we saw, like typically these sorts of fight scenes might not be the most emotional, but it was getting to me, especially seeing that these stormtroopers and the Knights of Ren or whatever it is that we're seeing, like are actual people instead of sort of the CGI beings walking around
like
in the
rain.
prequels.
Yeah, I got a chill when I saw them. I was like, oh, I don't want to mess with those guys.
Stunning. They look. The whole movie just looks gorgeous, and maybe everything else is going to look terrible, and the shots in the trailer were the only things, but I just...
Don't say that.
I know. At this point, I don't think I have a cynical bone in my body about The Force Awakens, but this trailer really, really got to me, and it devastates me that we have 2 more months to wait.
No, let's rewatch the trailer. Let's cut together the whole trailer and just all the trailers together to make a small Star Wars movie and watch it again and then cry.
And then we'll just fill up all the time in between now and December 18th and watch that.
Let's do it.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So that's what we thought about the Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer, but we want to know the emotional moments that really got to you guys. So let us know in the comments below, and stay tuned to IGN for all things Star Wars.